The atmosphere was electric, the stakes were high, and the court was filled with some of the biggest names in the WNBA. But when the final buzzer sounded, one name was on everyone's lips: Caitlin Clark. The Indiana Fever had just dismantled the New York Liberty in a dominant performance that no one saw coming. But what truly shocked fans even more than the scoreline was the reaction from two of the Liberty's biggest stars, Sabrina Brianna and Breanna Stewart. After suffering a crushing defeat, instead of focusing on the pain of the loss, both stars turned the spotlight directly onto Caitlin Clark and showered her with praise that few expected to hear. Sabrina Brianna, one of the most respected guards in the league and a leader of the Liberty, didn't hold back in her admiration. In the post-game press conference, with cameras flashing and microphones pushed in her face, she smiled and simply said, "She's the real deal." That phrase alone sent ripples across the basketball world. This wasn't just a teammate or a fan talking, it was Sabrina, a former NCAA star herself. Recognizing the brilliance of a rookie who had just dropped jaws across the arena, she continued, "Caitlin is changing the way people watch women's basketball. Her court vision, her range, her toughness, you can't teach that. She's got it." And she wasn't exaggerating. Caitlin Clark played like a seasoned pro. She attacked the basket fearlessly, knocked down deep threes, and made jaw-dropping passes that ignited the crowd and left defenders flat-footed. It wasn't just about her stats, it was about how she controlled the pace, how she made her teammates better, and how she delivered in the big moments. She looked like she belonged, not just as a member of the league, but as one of its rising pillars. Breanna Stewart, a two-time WNBA MVP and one of the most dominant forwards in the game, echoed Sabrina's sentiments. "I've played against a lot of talented guards," Breanna said, "but Caitlin is something special. She sees the game 2 steps ahead. She reminds me of those elite-level players who make you change your defensive strategy just for them. And she's only just getting started." Coming from Breanna, who has guarded legends and battled through the toughest moments on the biggest stages. That kind of praise means everything. It speaks to the level of impact Caitlin is already having, not just with her scoring, but with the way she elevates the game around her. The Fever's victory wasn't just a win in the standings, it was a statement. A team that many wrote off early in the season came out swinging against a Liberty squad stacked with all-stars. Clark led the charge, yes, but the whole team seemed to feed off her energy. Every drive, every pass, every shot from Caitlin seemed to lift her teammates' confidence. She wasn't trying to do it all by herself, she was orchestrating the team like a maestro with the basketball, and that's part of what makes this moment so powerful. It's not just about Clark's highlight reel plays, it's about her leadership, it's about the way veterans are reacting to her. When players like Sabrina and Breanna, both of whom know what it means to carry a franchise, openly commend a rookie's skill, effort, and presence, you know something significant is happening. During the game, Clark was relentless. She didn't back down, even when being guarded by physical defenders. At one point, after drawing a hard foul and landing on the floor, she bounced back up, clapped her hands, and nailed both free throws. That grit combined with her IQ shows a maturity beyond her years. You could tell she had studied the Liberty's defense. She exploited gaps, pushed the pace, and found her shooters in rhythm. She made the game look like a chess match, and she was always a move ahead. Post-game footage showed something else just as special. Sabrina walked over to Clark, exchanged a few words, and gave her a heartfelt hug. Though Mix didn't catch everything, insiders revealed the message was clear. Respect. Sabrina reportedly told her, "You've got the league buzzing, keep going. You're doing it the right way." That moment between two stars, one established, one emerging, was a symbolic passing of the torch. The WNBA has always had its legends: Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, Tamika Catchings, Lisa Leslie, and now a new generation is rising. Caitlin Clark's performance against the Liberty may be one of many, but this one stood out because it came against a title contender, in a game that many expected her to struggle in. Instead, she flourished. Breanna Stewart later posted on social media, "Credit where credit is due. Caitlin Clark is a problem. She's going to make this league better." That post racked up thousands of likes and comments within minutes. Fans from both teams, and even rival teams, acknowledged the moment. It was more than praise, it was validation for the Fever. This win was huge, but for Clark, it was monumental. She didn't just score points, she earned the respect of champions. The type of respect that isn't handed out easily in a league this competitive. Her ability to perform under pressure, to uplift her team, and to earn admiration from elite opponents says everything about the kind of star she's becoming. And make no mistake, this was no fluke. Caitlin has been grinding from the beginning. Through physical play, media pressure, and non-stop attention, she's kept her head down and delivered. Every time she gets knocked down figuratively, or literally, she bounces back stronger. That mental toughness, that composure, is why legends are recognizing her after the game. Fever coach Christy Sides summed it up best. She came in, stayed focused, didn't get rattled, and made big plays. That's what great players do. And tonight, she showed why the hype is real. That's coming from someone who sees her every day and has watched her growth up close. This game will be remembered for more than just a surprising scoreline. It was a chapter in the evolution of a young superstar. A night when even her toughest opponents couldn't deny her brilliance. Sabrina and Breanna didn't just give her a pat on the back, they gave her the spotlight. And in doing so, they helped bridge the gap between generations of women's basketball. Clark's fans, of course, are buzzing, but now, even her critics are reconsidering. She's not just a shooter. She's not just a flashy passer. She's a complete player, a game changer, someone who can influence the outcome. not just with talent, but with poise, confidence, and leadership. And she's doing it while staying true to herself. No arrogance, no drama, just basketball. The next time the Fever face the Liberty, the stakes will be even higher. Sabrina and Brianna will surely come back with fire, eager to prove themselves again. But so will Caitlin, and the league will be watching even more closely. In the end, this moment marks something bigger than just a great game. It's about mutual respect, about stars lifting up rising talent, and about how the WNBA is growing into a league where players like Caitlin Clark are not just the future, they're the present. So, when Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart praised Caitlin Clark like never before, it wasn't just admiration, it was recognition that something special is happening, recognition that the torch is being passed not because the old guard is fading, but because the new guard is ready, and with every bounce of the ball, Caitlin Clark continues to prove that she's more than ready to carry it.